Zohran Mamdani uncovering I suppose, some kind of a plot, discussing about a plot that Trump, Cuomo, and Eric Adams are hatching together with Curtis Sliwa. So the thing that I said before, that I suppose, quote unquote centrist Voltron is happening, because Trump has consistently tried to weigh in, specifically with Andrew Cuomo, trying to support him to become the main candidate to try to challenge Zohran Mamdani. And I've said before, like, the likelihood that Eric Adams and Curtis Sliwa drop out of the race because of this, I think is quite low. Because why would they? Eric Adams has corruption charges around him. If he drops out and basically decides to go ahead as, like, I don't know, continuing his fucking life as an average fucking citizen, then those corruption charges are going to come on top of him. But wasn't Eric Adams offered a place in the administration as, like, Trump's, like, Saudi Arabia fucking dude or something? It was just fucking crazy. Yeah, he's still saying he's running for mayor, and yeah, he's eyed by Trump for Saudi Arabia ambassadorship. So I guess this is, like, sort of the way for Trump to offer some form of, like, a carrot to Eric Adams, saying, like, listen, if you drop out of the race, I'll make you ambassador to Saudi Arabia. Also, I was about to say, bro, like, if it was fucking Turkey, he would probably take it. Not fucking Saudi Arabia, Trump. Like, you just fucked up, bro. Like, that shit's not gonna fucking fly. Turkey? Yeah, he would have taken it. Saudi Arabia? You don't give a fuck about Saudi Arabia. Fuck that shit. It's, like, the most just ridiculously, like, cartoonish New York corrupt, like, mayoral political thing on the planet. And, like, he just, like, basically just said no. He's not going to do with it. Yeah, all Muslims are the same in the mind of Donald Trump, but he is, like, Trump is trying to facilitate the assembly of the centrist Voltron to try to, like, I guess not even just centrists, right? Also, like, right-leaning fucking Voltron to basically go ahead and try to challenge Zohran Mamdani. But Curtis Sliwa has, like, his autistic fixation of trying to become the mayor of New York, which cuts into Cuomo and Eric Adams, because they're all just going to be right-leaning people that are supporting Sliwa in particular. So I really don't think this is going to work as well as Trump thinks it's going to work. There's been polling already saying that if all three of them were to drop out and, I don't know, like, only one of them decides to stay in, all of that coalescence still does not beat Zohran Mamdani. He will still win the mayoralship for fucking New York. So it's such a ridiculous fucking long shot that it's really funny that Trump is starting to sort of I don't know, like, be like, Cuomo, I'm trying to anoint you to become mayor of New York, which is so fucking funny because, again, Andrew Cuomo likes to consistently talk about how he'd be the most effective at fighting Donald Trump. Kind of, like, throws a lot of doubt into the wind, where it's just like, then okay, why is he, like, vociferously supporting you then to become the mayor of New York? Like, this seems to ring rather hollow. Like, he's trying to beat, like Andrew Cuomo's strongest fucking soldier, saying, like, wait, I really need Andrew Cuomo. I need him to win, folks. Why? Because, well, it's not a socialist, so that's mostly why. So it's really funny to see that this is kind of the position that's being played out here. But what do you got here from our boy Zoran?
I think there are many ethical issues with this news.
Real?
We are talking about a mayor who was facing an indictment that was then dropped by this administration to ensure greater collaboration with the immigration directives of this administration.
I'm so fucking glad that Zoran immediately fucking calls out the reasoning for as to why Eric Adams is as participatory with the immigration crackdown in New York. Again, Eric Adams has corruption charges over him. That's why he is willing to let Trump's Gestapo little ice freaks gallivant in New York, despite the fact that New York has a fucking goddamn sanctuary city laws, which means what is going on there with ICE within New York City is illegal. You can't fucking do that. You're not allowed. Like, just no, nuh-uh, not how this fucking works. Complete, utter fucking nonsense, of course, as expected from the Trump administration. Willing to just waive, like, investigations saying, like, hey, Eric, I know you really wanted that pardon from that indictment. Would it be a darn shame if we just let that investigation go ahead through? Just let my guys come in and just do their thing, and we won't have a fucking problem. Which is why Trump is trying to, I don't know, cash in on that, I suppose, goodwill, for lack of a better term. Not goodwill. I think it's more correct to say blackmail, to try to cash in on that and basically be like, hey, Eric, you know, you're my guy, I like you, you know, drop out for Andrew Cuomo. But the indictment charge is still there. The reason why Eric Adams isn't dropping out is because he doesn't want to fucking deal with any of that bullshit, even though he got fucking pardoned for it. Like, that's why. It's complete fucking nonsense. Because who's to say that it won't just open up from, like, local fucking New York federal districts who want to open up investigations into that? Right? Like, they could just do it again. Like, what the fuck is the president going to do about that? It's complete nonsense. And also, the point of Trump doing this is that he wants a fucking stooge in power, to have control, to allow his little Gestapo freaks more freedom to be able to get in, to arrest more fucking people. That's why he's doing this. Because he knows that he'll have control over Andrew Cuomo, because if Cuomo doesn't do anything that Trump asks him to do, even though Cuomo says, like, I'm going to be one of the greatest fighters against Donald Trump. Complete fucking nonsense. Born out of completely nothing, of course, but shouldn't be really any surprise for fucking Andrew Cuomo of all people. The reason why Trump really wants Cuomo in power is because there was DOJ investigations that were closed that can be reopened by Trump. So he knows that he has something over fucking Cuomo because of the stuff that happened with COVID. The reason why Cuomo resigned as governor in disgrace. Well, one of the reasons, right? There's also all the sexual assault stuff as well. But that's why Trump can hold that over Cuomo's head and be like, hey, Cuomo, you know, if you don't let my guys in and do their thing, there could be problems for you. Could be problems. And so he has blackmail over him, which would allow Trump to just basically do whatever the fuck he wants in New York. That's why. And also, Trump probably sees this as basically an opportunity to reassert himself within New York, a city that has actively fucking shunned him and who actively fucking hates him. New Yorkers, not a big fan of Donald Trump. Think of him as like a stupid fucking blowhard that's making their lives worse. We all know why Trump wants, like, Cuomo in power. He has blackmail material over him. It's so ridiculously obvious, and he's just still mad about the fact that New Yorkers basically fucking ate his guts. So let's keep going here.
Now being considered for a job offer such that he would drop out of a race to represent this city because of the fact that they believe that would increase the odds of anyone being able to defeat me. Those are incredible ethical issues. And none of this has to do with New Yorkers. None of it has to do with the welfare of this city. It all has to do with power. It all has to do with the audacity that we have here to believe that we could pick our own mayor. That we have to believe that the most pressing issue...
Dude, this is like the exact same shit that happened with the DFL and Omar Fateh, right? Exact same fucking shit. One for fucking one, dude. Backroom deals being done by more powerful people within the fucking broader political establishment to try to do anything possible to snub a progressive insurgent. It's the exact same fucking shit. It's all one for one. So, is this going to work? I don't know. That's ultimately a different question. But it's not going to be received well by fucking New Yorkers. That's for certain.
Issues are not how to ensure that Donald Trump continues to have an ambassador in City Hall, but that New Yorkers can actually afford the place that they call home.
True. Staying on a message as always. Now he's on Chris Hayes talking about this as well. What do we got here?
How are you thinking about preparing for the job itself in terms of having this threat looming over it?
You have to prepare for the inevitability of Donald Trump to continue being Donald Trump.
We cannot, as you've said, rely on any notion of the law or what is appropriate for how he will determine his course of actions. And I look at California.
And I mean, for example, like, Donald Trump has not given a fuck at all about the law. He'll just, like, do whatever the fuck he thinks he can do. Because, I mean, he's even said it himself in the recent cabinet meeting, saying, like, I'm the president of the United States, I could do whatever I want. And it's like, no, you can't. That's not how that fucking works. Yeah, complete fucking nonsense, dude.
California as an example, such that we are ready here in New York City on January 1st with a plan of partnership across city and state government to be ready, whether it's for the deployment of the National Guard or it's for his attempt to pass legislation like the one.
Dude, who wants to make the fucking bet that if Zohran Mamdani wins, gets into office, there's going to be an instant deployment of the fucking National Guard. They get fucking federalized and deployed it to New York, saying like, well, we need to help facilitate the crackdown on immigration. What? Because he's just afraid that Zohran Mamdani will put the fucking kibosh on that shit.
One he just did, which will take an axe to so much of what keeps so many New Yorkers afloat. And I think we've seen what New York City can gain if we have a mayor who is willing to collaborate with Donald Trump, which is not that much at all. We've had...
Exactly. Eric Adams is a current fucking collaborator with the Trump administration. He got a fucking pardon from him for his fucking indictment.
Money directly taken out of bank accounts. We've had a 6-year-old public school student from Jackson Heights being deported. This is what we have when you want to work with Donald Trump.
6-year-olds getting deported.
What it looks like to manage Donald Trump, which is what we see in Andrew Cuomo. We need someone who's actually willing to fight Donald Trump. And we've seen...
Who's definitely not going to be Andrew Cuomo. Like I said before, he has DOJ investigations on him. Like, there's no fucking shot, no fucking way in any circumstance that Andrew Cuomo is going to be an effective pushback against Trump.
Examples of that right here in New York with Kathy Hochul. We've seen examples of that in California. It's time to have that in City Hall.
Yeah, that's with all the gerrymandering stuff. But more on Chris Hayes. What do we got here? Believes in nothing beyond his own power with Andrew Cuomo? Absolutely. Can't really disagree with that. I keep saying this exact same dude saying Mamdani is a socialist. Mamdani is a socialist. Listen, Reza, bro. Like,
I think there are many.
I'm gonna be honest, fam. My dude-erino. This is not, like, listen, my guy. This is not the dig that you think it is. He's pretty popular because he's a fucking socialist, you dumbass.
This is a man who believes in nothing other than his own power. And he spent so much of the primary saying he was best positioned to fight Donald Trump. He's now spending the general saying he's best positioned to work with Donald Trump. And New York...
That is such a fantastic fucking point. Who remembers that Andrew fucking Cuomo press conference where he was saying like, well, you know, Donald Trump is feeling rather alienated. I'm going to help cement Donald Trump's legacy within New York. He feels rather distant from New York. I'm going to help Trump, bring him into New York. And it's just like, dog, why the fuck would you say this? Your entire argument on the debate stage during the Democratic primary was saying that you were one of the best people positioned to fight against Donald Trump. And that's exactly what people want. Now you're saying you're going to fucking work with him to help cement his fucking legacy and make him feel more welcomed within the city that actively fucking shuns against him. Very, very cool that you're just going ahead with, I don't know, seemingly like stupid, idiot fucking collaborationist bullshit. Very cool, Andrew Cuomo.
Workers want a mayor who is accountable to them, not to someone in the White House who is looking to rip up the very fabric of the city.
He's so real for saying that. And an offer to fucking debate. Yo. And this is the broader news strategy that Zohran Mamdani, I think, is now taking and saying rhetorically. He's not focusing on fucking dipshits like Eric Adams, Sliwa, or Andrew Cuomo. He knows that even if they were to do centrist fucking Voltron, or center-right Voltron, whatever, that he still is going to fucking put the smackdown on them. They're irrelevant. Nobody likes them. They are very unpopular. Eric Adams is approval rating in the shitter. Andrew Cuomo is a disgraced fucking governor who, and everyone knows about fucking Andrew Cuomo within fucking New York, and nobody fucking likes him. Why do you think he always, like, runs around from the fucking suburbs in his big ass fucking Suburban, just not really interacting with people or doing like campaign events really all that much because he knows that people do not like him very much. That is why he's now cutting through all the bullshit and saying like, I'm gonna challenge Trump to a debate. He wants to fucking talk. Listen, you're the fucking guy who's currently trying to do everything possible to try to fucking rat fuck me. Besides the fucking Democratic Party, but whatever. We're not gonna discuss about like I don't know, the fact that Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer still to this day have not endorsed fucking Zohran Mamdani. I wonder, like, has fucking what does Hakeem Jeffries think about what's going on with Zohran Mamdani with all this bullshit? I'm curious. Very, very curious if he has anything to say about any of this stuff. Where's our boy Hakeem? So hey Hakeem, what does our boy have to say here? You know, by the way, keep in mind, Zohran Mamdani won in Hakeem Jeffries' fucking district by about 10 points.
The DNC posted in support of Zohran Mamdani's campaign yesterday.
Oh, right. This is in reference to the I've Had It podcast clip that Zohran Mamdani went on. I believe it was like yesterday. I think it was yesterday, saying that we're a Big Ten. We should let people in. Join the movement. Blah, 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 blah. Yada, yada, yada. And by the way, Hakeem Jeffries here still hasn't endorsed Zohran Mamdani. I think that he might not want him in the fucking movement. I don't know. It's crazy to see. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the DNC posting TikToks in support of Zohran, which is, you know, a sign potentially. Could be a sign of winds shifting. Maybe. I mean, Hakeem Jeffries is a completely out of touch fucking psychopath. Like, he doesn't give a fuck about any of this stuff.
Statement of Mamdani saying, we welcome anyone to join this movement. You've met with him twice, and stay tuned, you know, declined to endorse him. Are you out of step with your party on this issue?
Yes.
I don't know. I guess people are going to have to figure that out. If that's the question, you think that...
Yes. I don't give a fuck about this, like, mealy mouth fucking bull. Yes, the answer to that question is yes. Zohran Mamdani is popular. Your approval rating's in the shitter, and no one fucking likes you. Cope and seethe.
That my constituents are asking me because they're not.
He won, Zohran Mamdani won his fucking district by about 10 points. I think they might care, buddy. So, that's why, again, he's just deciding to fucking cut through all the bullshit. But Eric Adams, what do we have here? He had a little bit of an announcement. And he's going to run and he says he's going to beat Mamdani. So even the offer the Trump administration gave Eric Adams was just not good enough. That's fucking crazy. What? I don't know. It's just a fucking collection of a bunch of, I don't know, egomaniacs who want to try to become New York City mayor. And then we have Zohran Mamdani, the based man, being like, I'm gonna improve the lives of New Yorkers, because that's what you should do. Based of Mamdani, of course.
I'm running. And I'm going to beat Mamdani.
Why do these motherfuckers never pronounce it's Mamdani. Mamdani. Listen, it's Mamdani. It's not very difficult, okay? Like, you can sound it out. Like, you can just do that. It's really fucking easy. But, yeah, Zohran, you should learn how to say it. Yeah, exactly, you know? I thought that Gwen Stefani bit with him spelling out Mamdani was really, really good. that was a great fucking video. So even the offer that fucking Trump gave to this complete utter moron was not fucking good enough. And this egotistical moron, because that's what it is. It's a fucking pure ego play for people like Eric Adams, why he's still staying in. Even though he's not gonna win. He's not popular. Nobody fucking likes him. That's why he's continuing to stay. Like, because he thinks that he can win when he's at a record low fucking approval rating. People do not like him and think he's incredibly fucking corrupt. So personally, as your campaign advisor, Eric Adams, you should stay in the race for as long as possible and just keep staying in the fucking race. Take away from Andrew Cuomo's potential constituency. I think that'd be a really, really great idea, and give more opportunities for Zohran to more easily win. It's going to be great, fantastic, that these, I don't know, like, complete egotistical morons are basically making it such that it's easier for Zohran to win. It's great. It's fantastic, you know? And that's the exact same shit that I've been saying. Like, people like Eric Adams, Curtis Sliwa, and Andrew Cuomo, they're all in it for the fucking ego play, and it's all clashing. They're constantly clashing with one another. So it's great to see that, with someone who can actually drive turnout to the polls, they're probably going to fucking win. Zoran's going to be a dude who drives turnout to the fucking polls, because the only reason why this motherfucker even won to begin with and became mayor of New York City was because of just how low turnout was in that mayoral election. But yeah, as expected, Donald Trump is now explicitly trying to hop into the fucking race in order to try to rat fuck Zohran Mamdani. And Zohran, recognizing that, is just going to start to pivot and start talking explicitly about Donald Trump trying to rat fuck New York and basically do everything possible to have the voices of New Yorkers be ignored and not considered within the fucking race and election of their own fucking mayoral candidate. But yeah, as expected, it's this completely reeks of, I suppose for lack of a better term, just complete, utter, like, corruption, New York style, like, mafioso mob style fucking corruption. And it's Donald Trump trying to facilitate that as much as he fucking can with a bunch of dumbasses who aren't fucking taking the bait, which is so fucking funny. So, yeah, this shit's already fucking inherently falling on its face, which is really, really funny. Don't think there's much else to say besides cope and see, Trump, your fucking plan to try to rat fuck the race, probably not gonna work as well as you think it will.